Chevron's sudden move into Trinidad could mark a game-changing moment for the Caribbean. But is this a power grab or a desperate bid to reclaim control over the region's energy market? Less than 24 hours after a crucial meeting between Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar and U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright, Chevron reaches out to Trinidad. What's really behind this sudden interest? Is Guyana's energy dominance now under threat? The timing is anything but a coincidence. Chevron's unexpected move signals that something big is unfolding. The Caribbean's energy market is shifting, and two energy giants, Trinidad and Guyana, are vying for influence. With the US, China, and Venezuela all looking to stake a claim, the stakes are higher than ever. The Caribbean is now at the center of a high-stakes geopolitical game. Trinidad and Guyana, two key players in the region's energy competition, have drastically different trajectories. Guyana, with its recent oil boom, has positioned itself as one of the world's fastest-growing oil producers, while Trinidad has long held the crown as the region's energy powerhouse. But things are changing quickly. The US, concerned with securing global energy supplies, has been closely watching the developments in the Caribbean. With both Trinidad and Guyana sitting on valuable oil and gas reserves, whoever controls the infrastructure has a significant advantage. This is where Chevron comes in. The timing of Chevron's outreach to Trinidad is no accident. Just a day after the US Energy Secretary's meeting with the Trinidadian Prime Minister, Chevron's move could signal more than just corporate interest. It may be part of a larger geopolitical strategy to control the Caribbean's energy future. This is about securing US-backed energy deals, and it could shift alliances in the region. Guyana's explosive oil boom has propelled the country into the global spotlight. With reserves now rivaling some OPEC countries, Guyana has become an energy superpower in the making. But for decades, Trinidad has been the dominant force in the Caribbean's energy sector. Its extensive refining infrastructure and strategic location at the crossroads of regional trade routes have made it the key energy hub for the entire region. Now, with Chevron making a play for Trinidad's energy infrastructure, the question arises, will Trinidad allow Guyana to outpace it? Or is this Chevron move a sign that Trinidad is preparing to reassert its position as the region's energy kingpin? With Chevron involved in both Trinidad and Guyana, it's clear that the energy competition is heating up. The balance of power in the Caribbean could soon shift, and it's anyone's guess who will come out on top. Chevron's renewed interest in Trinidad isn't just about oil, it's about the region's energy infrastructure. Trinidad's massive refinery networks, including the Pointe-à-Pierre refinery and Point Fortin storage facilities, are some of the largest in the region and have the capacity to process and store vast quantities of oil. If Chevron begins using these facilities, it could gain a significant edge over Guyana. Even though Guyana has the oil reserves, Trinidad still holds a strategic advantage with its infrastructure. Additionally, Trinidad's proximity to Venezuela and the Loran/Manatee gas fields is another crucial piece of the puzzle. With the geopolitical landscape constantly shifting, if Chevron moves to form closer ties with Venezuela, it could solidify Trinidad's strategic role in the Caribbean's energy future. This would give Chevron not only an infrastructural advantage, but also geopolitical leverage, potentially making Trinidad a key player in energy deals with major global powers. If Chevron succeeds in establishing a stronger presence in Trinidad, the consequences will extend far beyond these two nations. The Caribbean, long seen as a region of strategic importance, could become a focal point in global energy politics. Both the US and China have heavily invested in securing energy supply chains in the region. If Trinidad can secure Chevron's presence, it could give the US significant leverage, positioning the country as a more dominant force in the Caribbean energy market. This could prompt new energy deals, alliances, and possibly rivalries between global powers. The competition for energy in the Caribbean could spark a wider geopolitical shift, with countries choosing sides. If Trinidad holds onto its energy infrastructure, it could regain its role as the region's energy hub, while Guyana's rapid growth as an oil producer may force it into new partnerships with emerging global players, further complicating the regional landscape. In this volatile, Environment. One thing is clear, whoever controls the Caribbean's energy market will have significant influence in shaping global energy supply chains. So what does all of this mean for the future of the Caribbean energy market? Is Chevron's renewed interest in Trinidad a sign of a broader power shift in the region? Will Trinidad be able to reclaim its dominance as the Caribbean's energy giant, or will Guyana's booming oil sector continue to outpace it? The tension between these two energy titans is palpable, and it's clear that the region's future is on the line. Will Trinidad leverage its infrastructure and alliances to maintain its energy leadership, or will Guyana, with its explosive reserves, emerge as the Caribbean's new powerhouse? This battle for the future of Caribbean energy is just getting started. What do you think? Will Trinidad or Guyana win the energy race? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more updates on this critical geopolitical struggle. As this struggle continues to unfold, the implications for not just Trinidad and Guyana, but the entire Caribbean could be far-reaching. In the next decade, the region's energy market will likely become a battleground for geopolitical influence, with major players like the United States, China, and even Venezuela weighing in on the outcome. The Caribbean has long been considered a region of strategic importance, and the growing energy wealth of Guyana and the strategic infrastructure of Trinidad have made them invaluable assets in the global race for energy security. For Guyana, the challenge will be maintaining its rapid growth while securing the international partnerships it needs to keep its oil boom sustainable. As the world's fastest-growing oil producer, it has attracted attention from a range of global powers eager to gain access to its reserves. But while Guyana has the oil, it lacks the infrastructure to refine and store it on the scale that Trinidad does. This is where Chevron's involvement in Trinidad could have a game-changing effect. If Chevron shifts significant operations to Trinidad's refineries and storage facilities, it could give the island nation a vital advantage in controlling the flow of energy in the Caribbean, despite Guyana's growing dominance as a producer. On the other hand, Guyana has the potential to outpace Trinidad in terms of reserves, especially as it continues to discover new fields. But to do so, it will need to focus on expanding its energy infrastructure, securing foreign investments, and forming new alliances. The US, already heavily invested in the Caribbean's energy security, has a clear interest in fostering these developments in Guyana, and Chevron's interest in Trinidad may signal a larger strategy to balance these two nations' roles in the region's energy future. The geopolitical alliances at play here are complex. The US, which has been engaged in a long-standing strategic push to secure its energy future, would benefit from a stable and secure energy supply from the Caribbean. If Trinidad successfully reasserts itself as the region's energy hub, it could increase American leverage over the Caribbean's energy exports. This would provide the US with a stronger position to counter China's growing interest in the region, particularly in Guyana, where China has been heavily involved in financing infrastructure projects.